All right, Oilers faithful, we're back. Your 2033 Stanley Cup champions. It's the off-season. GM Big Mac, he really soaked in this playoff victory. The first two back-to-backs, I kind of took those for granted. It was just right back to work, back to business. But this one, we really enjoyed it, soaked it all in, took the cup back home, ate cereal out of it, did all the fun stuff. But now it's time to get back to work. And we have a big offseason ahead of us here in Edmonton, man. Connor McDavid, he wants to stick around. He wants to go for one more Stanley Cup with the Oilers. Well, not necessarily with the Oilers. Wow, I clicked the wrong thing. Yeah, not necessarily with the Oilers, because he's not interested in an extension right now. But listen, McDavid, you're going to stick here. I don't really care. I'm going to offer you all the money that you want. You're staying around. 14 at $2 million, that's a little much. I'm just going to wait for the extension here when we get into the, at the actual re-sign phase. I'm going to go into the draft. Got a couple people scouted. That'll all be fine and dandy. But off-season, pretty much what I'm looking at doing here. I would really like to keep the band together. I would like to keep Konechny. I would like to keep Snuggerud, McDavid. The big question mark for me is Kirby Dach. What are we doing with him? Because he still wants a lot of money. Again, maybe that'll change when we get into the re-sign phase, but the guy wants close to $15 million. And 32, he's 89. There's no chance of him getting better. And you're paying him like a first-line stud center. I don't know about all that, right? So we're going to sim up to the re-sign phase. Hopefully the ass comes down. Then maybe we can keep Kirby Dach. I wouldn't mind keeping him if we can. But my idea is, obviously I want to keep McDavid. But what is he going to be this year? Is he going to be still at first line center? Or maybe is he going to move down to the second line? He's already down at 90, 36 right now. When we get to the beginning of the season, he could fall to 88, 87. Who knows, right? I'm more picturing him as our second line center for next year. He's our veteran, captain. He's going to retire an Oiler. But I want to get him to a reasonable contract. If it's going to be expensive, then I'm going to do 1 year, right? We have to do 1 year because Seamus Casey's coming up. That's another big thing. Cuff is coming up. So ideally, I just want to do 1 year for Connor McDavid. Keep doing 1 year if he wants to keep on playing. But for now, that's where I'm at. I'll try and give him as much money as I can for 1 year. I would like to keep Jimmy Snuggerud as our third line right wing. Then honestly, if we can keep Konechny as a fourth line right wing, left wing, I think he was more on the right wing side of it because I already have somebody in mind for that fourth line left wing. But if we can keep a good veteran at a reasonable amount, I wouldn't mind keeping Konechny for 1 year. But again, 4.6, we'll have to see if we can make the cap work. But one thing that will help out our cap space, as you saw, we already have 33 mil. We can offload 5.5 right here in Stu Skinner. So I'm going to do that at the draft. I'm going to see if we can get rid of him right now. Stu, you got your third cup. You were a great Oiler for us. You did your job. You're just too expensive for a backup right now, right? Can't afford it. Let you be a backup somewhere else. Maybe you can be a starter to whoever you go to, right? You have the resume. You have all the things maybe GMs are looking for. A 3-time Cup champion, 2-time Vezina winner, William Jennings. He's got it all. He's done his job. But his job is done here in Edmonton, I think. I'm going to do a fine trade for him at the draft. Try and offload that 5.5. And then, where we're at that point, we're going to have around, that's 38, 39 millish. Look at the possible pending free agents here. Again, these guys can all sign extensions. The big one that pops out to you is Connor Bedard, right? What if it's just the city of greats, Gretzky, Messier, McDavid, Draisaitl, now Bedard? Hey, I don't know. We'll see if he makes it out there. You look at those stats. You look at everything. Then you get the next 10 years of this, right? So that's the big idea. I would really like Connor Bedard. That's why I want to free up as much cap space as we can. Because if I'm going to pay 14 mil, I want a stud. And Bedard's probably going to be more than 14 mil. Whatever Jack Hughes got, he might be around there. So he just might not be possible. But if he is, I really want to leave as much cap space as we can possible to... What if that's our guy? What if that's our new first-line center? Then McDavid as your 2C? Oh, come on, Edmonton. That'd be beautiful. Other guys. Ace McTavish, not really. 30. I don't know. I don't know about him. But there was this guy, Adam Fantilli. 88 overall. He's 28. And I just was thinking more. I think I really want to push Cole Eiserman. He's at that 25, 26 age range. He's a sniper. Then I think we're just going to keep Savoy there as that playmaking right wing. So sniper, playmaker, I would really like a power forward, two-way guy. Look at this, power forward, center. He's got the defense where I want it. He's got the great physical. And all the other stats, like, just cherry on the top, right? So this is another guy I was really thinking. I was like, man, what if it's Adam Fantilli instead of Kirby Dach? We're saving a couple of years on Fantilli as well. I don't know if he's going to be asking for 14 mil, but if he is, I feel I'd rather pay Fantilli that money than Kirby Dach, is where I'm at. So that's why I'm not jumping at giving that extension for Dach. I want to wait for the re-sign phase, see if that price comes down, then maybe it is Kirby Dach. But I'm not paying 14 mil for him, right? So yeah, we're just going to go into the NHL draft. We're going to do our picks. Then we'll hit the re-sign phase, see where contracts all line up. Hopefully people are more realistic with what they're asking for, especially Kirby Dach if I'm going to keep him. I would like to keep him because he could honestly just be that first line center with Yzerman and Savoy. He has pretty much all the stats that I'm looking for. Again, need that price to come down. Now, let's take a look at the draft class here. Scouts, they're up to some things. Nobody's like really set in stone concrete, but there are a couple nice picks I'm looking at for a first rounder. I believe I still have my first round pick. There were a couple guys I was interested in. So, first one was a Zanin guy. Right wing, sniper, 6'2", big body, right? 2 years away, right winger. So, I don't mind that. I don't mind it. Kind of a shot in the dark with him, right? But you look at this guy. I see this RD, Holden Sawchuk. He's an offensive defenseman, put up crazy numbers there. And what is that? Wenatchee for the Wenatchee Wild? I'm not too sure what that is. But he's NHL ready. So you gotta think he's high 70s, 77, 78, who knows? But man, if all of a sudden he's 78, medium elite, 18 years of age, come on, that is a great first round pickup if we can get it. Sure, it's a bit of a stretch, but I don't care, man. The Oilers, we just see things that other organizations, they don't see it. 82, so there's some other draft picks, but I'm thinking I still have my first round pick. I generally do not remember. I'm pretty sure I do. But it was like Zanin or Sawchuk. I think I would use that. I'm definitely leaning towards Sawchuk. Just because, again, Casey, this is his last year at 5.5. What's he going to want for an extension? Do we have to look for a replacement already? Do we trade him with that crazy value? I don't know about all that. We're trying to go for that 4, right? We're trying to get that 4 cups here. Under 10 years. I think this is a year 9 off season, so we want to try and get 4 in under 9. That'd be beautiful. So I want to keep the best team possible. I'd really like to keep Casey if we can. We're dumping off a contract. It's Stu. Hopefully some teams will be willing to take him on. I guess we'll see. We're just going to jump into that NHL entry draft, see what picks I have. And then I really want to get the Sawchuk. That's our main one. Then whatever depth picks we have after that, we'll pick who we can. Let's go. Alright, so just automatically I did find trade for Stu right now. We have 4 teams that are interested in him. We can trade with the Ducks. They're in our division, Canucks. So all teams that are in our division can make for a good storyline, I guess. Let's trade. Who have we? Canucks are a bit of rivals, right? I'll send them to the Ducks. I'm okay with that, I guess. It's a little scary in our division. Potential playoff matchup. I'm sending them to the Ducks, though. Stu, thank you so much. Everything you brought to this organization, what you brought to this team. But it's Raimo Tuminen's net, man. He proved it after that run last year in the playoffs. This is his team, right? He's a leader. Natural-born leader. Conn Smythe, Stanley Cup champion. He's a locker room general. His poise is only at 74. Come on, man. Put respect on Raimo's name. Then we have this top loose guy who can be our backup. Maybe we can sign a veteran backup. Who knows? But I'm not worried about our goaltending situation here. We got 2 more years of Tuminen at that cheap contract. Let's ride him. He's our starter, right? From here, again, I just see that trade value on Seamus Casey. Oof. We'll see what kind of an extension he's wanting. If it's affordable, I would like to keep him if we can. Bouchard's $33.94, right? So, but we'll see. It's just a wait and see there on Casey. All right. We're at our first round pick, 32nd overall. Oilers, they're just doing what great organizations do. They aren't going to try and trade down or, you know what, like, they're just going to pick the guy that they want. Sure, he's a little lower on other people's scouting boards, you know, the mock drafts. We see something in Holden Sawchuk. He's an offensive defenseman. Maybe he's a possible Seamus Casey replacement. We're going to see. Hopefully he's medium elite, but if he's high top 4D, 78, who knows? I don't know. Sky's the limit with this guy. We're going to see what kind of overall he is. He's our guy, though. He's the pick I'm making. Yeah, kind of like a weaker draft, I guess. Kozlov. A lot of medium elites, but they're kind of lower overall, right? 81s. Let's go to our guy. Yeah, top 4D. 77 overall, though, right? 77 overall. Good skater. Yeah, good speed, good agility. Acceleration's there, so... yeah, definitely an offensive defenseman with some good skating, but like puck skill, senses, shooting, it's not really there yet. But honestly, 82 defensive awareness, hey man, nothing to complain at that. So now, sim up to 64. So with my next pick being 72, I'm going to go for DeBoer, and then that'll still give us time to get McIlrath. Even though McIlrath, he's the one that I want more. He's going to hang around a little bit longer. I'm going to go with DeBoer to start, center. Ooh, medium elite center. Very nice. Adding to the trade value. Very good. Okay, 72. We'll pick up our other guy here. Taylor McIlrath. Right winger. Top 6. Okay, so it was the DeBoer guy was better. Interesting. I thought that guy was more of a guaranteed thing. Go with Taro Granlund. Go with the goalie. Timothy Tillett. We got to keep that goaltending cabinet stocked. You know what I mean? All right. Finished the entire draft there. Just kind of flew by picks 5 to 7. I don't think we found anybody, but we'll see when we hit the re-sign phase here. See if I got any other gems there laying around. But re-sign phase, McDavid, Snugger, Konechny. Can we make it all work? Does Doc's price go down? Let's find out. All right. We're at the re-sign phase. I dealt with everybody else. We just got the 4 big fish left to fry, right? First one's McDavid doing 1 year, 14.5. See what he says. He's not very interested in the organization. Not very interested in the contract. See what he says. Worst he can say is no, right? We can kind of go from there. Now, Snugger's another one. He doesn't want an extension. 4.6, third line right wing. What do we think? Konechny, what do you want? He wants to stay. I was kind of wanting you as a fourth line, right wing, left wing kind of specialist, whatever I can do. So if I can get him to a decent enough yeah. So let's see if we can get him nice here. Do like 3.6, 1 year. Konechny, we have 3.8. That knocks us down to what, 35. McDavid's 14.5. Knocks us to around 21. What do we want? Do we want Snugger? Not really the best numbers, right? Not really the best numbers. Yeah, like Kirby Doc, I feel our best contract we can do is 3 years at 13 mil for a no move clause. Oh, I don't know, boys. I don't know. I really didn't care for what Snugger brought. He wants some money. 2 at 4.6. Yeah, like, I don't know. Can I do 2 years at 4 mil? Like, he's not interested in that at all. 2 at 4.25. It's always a tradable contract, right? Yeah. Tradable contract, third line right wing. Hopefully he starts to produce. I'll offer that for Jimmy Snugger. I'm going to offer that for now. Okay, now I'm going to kind of leave these guys, put these guys on hold. I offered a contract to Tapaloose as well. But really, yeah, these are the only guys. The rest I kind of just offer contracts right off the beginning or let them go. There were quite a bit of like low top 6 forward guys, so I let those guys go. Let's see what Snugger to McDavid say. McDavid rejects. Ooh, okay. Damn. I have to reject your offer. There's nothing specifically wrong with it, but I just feel I need to test free agency. Wow, McDavid, he doesn't want to stick around? You asshole. Okay, Snuggered signs. Yeah, I don't hate that. Tapaloo signs. I got him to a pretty cheap backup contract. I think he's a little bit more than Tuominen. Let me double check. I think I had to give him a little bit. Yeah, look at that. He's our highest paid goalie right now, Tuominen. Like, I'm telling you, what an extension for Tuominen, right? But he's going to be expensive for the next GM. Listen, McDavid, I get that you want to test free agency, my man, but I thought we had something kind of special here. I don't know why you're playing hardball like this. I would like to keep you around 2 years. I just think that's going to fuck over the Casey extension. But, yeah, I guess I'm okay with 2 years because we can really get it lower then. Fine. If he wants the extra year term, I'm willing to do that. I'll give him the extra term here. And like modified, like fuck. Could I jack that up even more? Like I'll do 50. Yeah, no point. I'll do 10. You want 10? Shit, my bad. Okay. Do this. It's like 12.5 look like. Okay. We're going full circle. His first big extension, 12.5 at 8 years. Now we're doing 12.5 at 2 years. Circle of life. It's beautiful. So again, that's going to hurt for next year when it comes to Casey's extension. I'm willing to do that though. Let's see what he says. Get back to us. Around 34. So that takes us to around 22-ish. So we could easily keep Konechny. I think Konechny I would do the no move. You're staying with us. Yeah, then I can get him to 3.6. Yeah, we'll just do 3.6 1 year Konechny, no move. Fourth line, right wing, left wing, wherever he fits. Get back to us. Let's see what they say. Edmonton, McDavid's retiring an Oiler. Oh, it's beautiful. He signs 12.5, 2 years. Konechny sticks around. We're keeping the band back together. Now, the biggest question. We have $20 million in cap space. Boys, I'm telling you. I think we just let Kirby Dach test out free agency. See what's out there. And we want to do the same thing. We want to see what's out there. He's not interested in signing an extension here. He said it. He said it to us. He's not interested. He's a no. Fine. Go check out free agency. See what it's like. We're going to do the same thing. But again, if there isn't anything better, we may swing back. We may go back to the Kirby Dach well. But I just have to see if Bedard somehow squeaks through. I got to see if Fantilli squeaks through because I think those are a couple better options than Dach. There really isn't much better than Dach in my opinion, but those two, I think they do make sense. Kirby, this isn't goodbye. This is just a see you later, possibly. We'll see. You're not interested in extension. You won 3 Stanley Cups here. No, wait. How many Stanley Cups did Dach here? Yeah, he just got the one, right? Yeah. He just got the one. Yeah, I forgot about that. So he just got the one cup. Don't blame him, right? He proved he can win a Stanley Cup. Go get that bag somewhere else. I don't blame you, but you may have to come back to Edmonton. We'll see. We're releasing him. Now, this is what we're looking like. For top 6-wise, I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need to get a first-line center or a 2C. Ideally, that 1C. Then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This guy. This was the Niemi guy. This was a guy I was thinking as that fourth line left wing spot. Playmaker. I really like the defense. Great puck skills on the guy. Him and Konechny going with Gucher. I think that could be a really nice fourth line. So Niemi was the main guy I was thinking for that fourth line left wing spot. But again, we got guys like Rushin. Does he get a breakthrough? Like he's 81 overall, third line. Great skater, pretty good shot. What are we doing with Rushin? Got this Hag guy, but again, Hag, I'm just looking more as that first line AHL. He doesn't really have the stats that I'm looking for. Tuzolino, does he get a bump? What kind of extension is he wanting? What are we doing with him? Big questions here. But the biggest one, who squeaks out in free agency? Oilers. We've had some huge free agency signings here. Started with I think it started with Kirby Dach. Then there was Holloway, Lane Hudson. That was our biggest one. Can we one up a Lane Hudson with a possible Connor Bedard? Let's see. All right, Edmonton. I simmed to the free agency phase here. I haven't looked at anything yet. I wanted us to see it together. Who is available in this market? And then I kind of got after that look at what the extensions are looking like. I think we have quite a bit of big names here. The big ones is Doan, Casey, Tuzolino. I think Cuff is one as well. Like, there's some big extensions possibly going on. I think Gucher's another one. I think his is coming up. So I really want to go for it all this year. Then see what happens with McDavid. If he retires, and it's like, all right, next GM, have fun dealing with all that shit, right? But we're not worrying about next year. We're worrying about this year. What's in this free agency? Is Connor Bedard available? Let's take a look. Oh, he is, but he wants a shit ton of money. Yeah, 24 mil. It's kind of what I was thinking. He wants that Jack Hughes money. So I don't know if Bedard is going to be possible. It's an idea, though. Kirby Dach, he has no teams interested in him yet, so we could always bring him back. McTavish. It's like, I'd probably rather just return Dach back home. Fantilli, he has no interest in this organization, though. He has 3 teams interested. Yeah, Fantilli's really not that interested in us. Damn, not at all. I'd really have to jack up the price. Yeah. So I don't know about Fantilli, boys. I don't think he's going to be an option. He does not want to come here. Eichel, same thing. I'd rather just bring back Dach. Nazar, Robinson, Beckett, Sinek. Tage Thompson, Cole Sillinger. Reasonable contract, 86. I'm like the two-way, but... that stings, man. I really wanted Fantilli, if anything, but he has no interest in us. No interest. You have to really overpay. Like, I would have done 12.5, no move clause. If he wanted to come here, that would have been an easy contract to do for Fantilli, but he doesn't want to come here. Boys. We are in a situation here. We have quite a bit of extensions. Casey, Doan, Gucher, Tulipov. I forgot about Tulipov. Cuff, Tuzolino. What are we thinking with Tuzolino? I would love to get somebody that could become our next guy, because just those centers, they're so pricey. Josh Doan, I don't know if we're going to be able to bring him back. I looked at his extension. He wants a lot of money. He got an X Factor. He's 31 years old. He's our right winger, penalty kill specialist, right? But what if that becomes Kirby Dach's spot? I don't know. Casey, what do you want? Get him to around 11.25 at 4 years. Maybe we're at 34 mil. So if I give Dach that extension at 14 mil, knocks us down to 20. 20 mil for Casey. Man, oh man. So we're starting to get into a bit of cap hell here in Oilerland. Cuff, he's not interested in an extension. Yeah, so he's one of those guys where I think you're better off waiting on Cuff. Tuzolino, I just think is our guy. We can get 2 years. Like what? Yeah, it's like 6 years. If I can get him at 4 mil at 6 years, something like that. What does this start to look like? Yeah, like we're close. We have to bank on somebody, man. We have to try and grow somebody. And then I'm just wondering if we keep Dach, we let just Dach to be our first line center for this year. Maybe it's McDavid. Maybe it's still McDavid, first line center, Dach 2C. And then Tuzolino's our third line center for this year. Then he gets the bump up to the second line next year. When Doan goes, then he'd move Dach to the right wing. I'm banking on the growth of Tuzolino. I'll try and offer this contract. 4.5 at 6 years. Modified no trade. You can always get out of it. 16 teams, no trade. You can always move off of this contract if you need to for the next GM. I just picture this guy as that future 2C for the Oilers. You're eventually going to have to find that one. You're going to need to find that 1C. I don't know if Tuzolino's that guy. But for now, I'm trying to put all my eggs in the Tuzolino basket. See what he says to this. Maybe a no. I don't really blame him if he does say no. I'm going to try this. See what he says. Think it over. I want to keep Tuzolino. Kuffer holding off. Tulipov holding off. Gucher, what do you want for an extension? Gucher. No interest in the organization. Again, it's another one of those, I don't really blame you, buddy. Really been holding him back on the fourth line. I think this is a guy that could play 3C for you. I just don't think Tuzolino's ready for that 2C spot yet. That's my problem. Do you want to pay this money for a fourth line center? Is that really a luxury you can afford? Man, he's the perfect 4C, man. Great defense, great physical. That's all that I really look for. Good enough faceoffs too at 81. Again, I'm holding off for Gucher for now. I just don't think he gave out that money to a 4C yet. It's just one of those luxuries I don't know if we can afford. Casey. What are we doing with these guys? Do I trade them? Shit. If you traded Casey now, you'd be around 25 mil. If you traded Casey now, you're around 25 mil. Would be enough for Bedard. That's such a big gamble. Then I would need some sort of RD in replacement, because you can do Kilger Tulipov still as your third pair. Then it's Smith with the new RD, Hudson Booch. Doing a quick look around the league just to see if I can find any RD that could somehow make sense as a Casey replacement. I just landed on Florida. Look at their defense. This is their entire defense in their organization. They have 2 players over 80. They have 6 players in total under contract as their defense. That's wild. Oh, gentlemen, what do we think of this? It is such a gamble. Huge gamble. This gives us a replacement on Casey that's not nearly as good. I know this. But he has the potential to grow into him. He's an offensive defenseman, same as Casey. Again, Casey just had the years. He had the playoff runs. That's how he got better. This guy was drafted 3rd overall, 2032, just last year. I would get why they wouldn't want to trade him. They want Casey, and I'm just looking at of the sense of they made it to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. This is a team that feels they could push for that cup. You got this Leroy guy coming up. He'll take over Pinto's place. Pittsburgh to me makes the most sense. I just don't know if I want to do this. Do we want to offload Casey? He's been here since year 2. He's been here for all 3 Stanley Cups. Do we want to get rid of him? I don't. He wants a lot of money for that second pair RD. I don't know if we're going to be able to afford that. Do we try and get as much value as we can now? Or do we just run back the squad with Kirby Dach? Just keep Kirby. Run back the squad for 1 more year. McDavid stayed because he thinks Edmonton is the best chance for that 4th Stanley Cup ring. And to get that 4th ring. Oh, do we want Casey? Oh, man, it's such a fucking gamble. If we get rid of this money, then we replace the RD there. And Festerling, he's our new 4 RD. Kilger Tulipov, then we have all that money to try and get Bedard. We're not doing it. We're running the band back together 1 more year. Kirby Dach, come back to Edmonton. I'm sorry if I let you go in the first place. We're running back this team. We have the juju. With this entire core, we made it to the Stanley Cup 2 years in a row, right? We won 1, lost 1. Fuck. This could turn out to be something that damages the organization for years to come. I'm keeping the band back together, though. I want to keep the band. I'm offering this to Kirby Dach. 3 years, 14.25. Then I'm thinking for this year, he's going to be our first or second line center. See where McDavid lines up there, what his overall is. And then the year after, Doan's probably gone. If we're keeping Casey, because if I'm doing this, I think I'm locking up Casey to that 4-year contract. I think Casey's our guy to keep. And then Doc, he eventually moves to the right wing position. Tuzolino moves up. If he signs that contract, that's how you kind of go into the future with it. Then you could always move off this money if you need to. I think I'm going to run back with Kirby Dach. He had a great year, great playoffs for us. He's been fantastic ever since we brought him. We're keeping Kirby Dach. We're keeping the band back together. And we're going for that 4th Stanley Cup. See what he says. Get back to us, Kate. Let me sign my two-way guys. I know I was really considering that Casey trade, but really does make a dent, or it really does cause a dent in our defensive core. And then it's a gamble if you're even going to get Bedard at that point, because like that clears up around 26 mil if we did move off of Casey. And then it's like, man, you hope Bedard signs. It's a crazy gamble. I just don't think it's meant to be. It's a little bit too much money for Bedard there, so I just don't think it's happening. Anyways, sign my two-way guys. Get all this done. Then let's start that year 9 sim. Come on. Kirby Dach, he's sticking around 3 years, 14.5, good contract. He's our guy for these next couple years for sure. Tuzolino rejects. Yeah. Okay, so Dach extends. Well, signs, I guess. We kind of let him go to free agency, whatever. But Tuzolino says no. So now let me see what our cap space is all looking like with that extension there for Kirby Dach. What are we looking like? Now we're at 21 mil. So, yeah, makes things a little tougher. Tuzolino, what are we doing with you? He wants money. I say we hold off on Tuzolino now. He wants some money. Yeah. No, Tuzolino, I say we hold off. No extension for you yet. RFA rights, keep him around. Tulipov, no extension. Gucher was one I was kind of wondering about, but same thing. We're around 21 mil. We got to save every cent we can. Do we want to go big on that Casey extension now? We're at 21 mil. And look, 11.75, I can get him around. But if I do no move clause, where can I get you? Not much better. I think you're better off just doing the no clause. I'm going to offer this for Casey. 11.5, 4 years, no clause. We can move off of that whenever we want. Then that's still going to give us around 10 mil for the next year off season, right? So then we can kind of deal with Tuzolino, Cuff, all those guys as we need. And if we do need to make a huge trade, you got the no clause. You can do what you want with Casey. So I'm going to offer this, see what he says. May end up being a no, but that's fine. Then everybody else we're holding off on for now. Let's see. Does Casey sign? Does he want to stay an Oiler? Boom. Seamus Casey signs. That's a good contract for Casey, I think. Maybe I did overpay. Maybe I should have waited till the regular season to see if the price goes down. But honestly, I'm scared that price is going to go up. You look around the league, there are no right-handed defensemen at all. We have easily the two best. Honestly, I kind of want to take a look at that. So let me just see. Okay. Did a quick little look here at defensemen. So just strictly overall, trade value, all that stuff. We have 3 defensemen in the top 21. If you're going like overall, trade value, all that. Bouchard, he's 3rd. You go down here a bit, then there will be Lane Hudson. So he's around that 10 range, whatever that is. And then down here, right at the 21st spot, there's Seamus Casey. So if you're going like 25, we have 3 defensemen in the top 25. So we're in a good spot, healthy spot there for our defense. I think that's our edge here in Edmonton, right? We have just that stellar defensive core. No, it's your offense. It is getting weaker there with McDavid down to 90. Who knows where he's at in the regular season? You know, Dach, is he really that first-line center? We're going to see. We've gone against teams with a lot worse that have beat us, right? So maybe I shouldn't worry too much about all that. But I do want to see. Did Did Bedard sign anywhere? Did he sign? Let's see. Wow, Connor Bedard. He's with the Montreal Canadiens. What did he sign for an extension? Yeah, 24.6. So it could have been possible, but we would have had to have done a lot and hoped everything lined up. I'm not taking that gamble here in Edmonton yet. It's just not my job to take that gamble. I want to keep us where we're at. We're in a good, healthy, strong position still. We won the Stanley Cup. I trust this team to go back-to-back with the veteran experience. They got that hunger. They want to get McDavid. Let McDavid be that 2-cup champion and Wait, what the fuck is that saying again? They wanted McDavid to be the 2-time back-to-back Stanley Cup champion. That's what this organization's going for. That's what the players want. That's what McDavid wants. $7 million cap space. I'm going to see what's out there in free agency. Just double check, see if I missed anything. Somebody crazy. Like there's Michkov here at 16.7, 7 years. But you'd have to, again, you're going to have to trade somebody there. Jack Eichel, Tage Thompson, that's interesting. 1 year, go for the cup. Tage Thompson, right wing. And then you just move off of Jimmy Snuggard, I guess. What if we did something like this? What if we just brought in a guy like Tage Thompson? Third line right wing. Just go for it all. And we just move off of fucking, what's his name? Jimmy Snuggard. I generally don't hate that idea. Nah, I'm not signing anybody yet, but people are going to be on the short watch list for sure. There's going to be plenty of people I'm going to be keeping an eye on when it comes to the stats and all that fun stuff, right? So, not signing anybody. We got our team. We got the lineup. We have a shit ton of cap space to go when it comes to the trade deadline when that time comes. There's a big fish. You never know, right? So, I think we're just going to keep the powder dry, the keg dry, whatever the hell that saying is. Don't sign anybody. Wait for that right person to come to us. I was really considering, though, going for Tage Thompson. I was like, you can just move off of Snuggard. He's our new third line right wing to go beside Tuzolino. 35. I don't know, Edmonton. What do you think? What if we went for a guy like Tage Thompson? Just a 1 year no move clause, $7 million. Offload Snuggard. Then it's Thompson, Tuzolino, Cuff. I think we just ride Snuggard, Tuzolino, Cuff. No, not doing it. We're going to ride with Jimmy. We're going to ride with this core. We'll see you at the next season. Let's go. Year 9 lines. Here they are. We got the AHL first. Rushin, he's a third liner. I don't have room for him, and he doesn't have the stats where I can make a solid case, Good skating, good shooting. That's about it. And then for the bottom 6, that's not really what I'm looking for. So he's down there. Look at our defense, though. Look at this. This is the best the AHL defense has ever looked. Got this Hansen, Frolov. This is another guy, LD. It's like one more year, Frolov. Hold on, one more year in the AHL. Dominate. Then you come up, take Tulipov's spot for next year. But I need you in the AHL for one more year. That's where we're at. Hansen, hopefully he gets some growth. And then our goaltending, now we got Goldobin, 76, medium elite. So he's 23 years old. But again, goaltending takes a little bit of time. Then we got Rocky Horn as the backup there, 72. So there's your AHL lineup. NHL-wise, interesting. The depth here, it's unbelievable. Top 6-wise, very solid. I'm moving up Yzerman. We'll try McDavid, Savoy. I don't know. I kind of wanted to put Doc up here, but then, McDavid, he doesn't have the good chemistry there on the second line. I don't think he'll want to switch to the second line. So that's what I mean. I think I'm going to go with this for now, but maybe we do start off with, starting line 2. Try and play Doc more. I don't know. But look at that bottom 6. This bottom 6 is gross. Just so well-rounded. This is the Niemi guy. 6th round, 172. Again, he has the stats where I'm like, yeah, we're going to play him. He's slow as hell, but that's fine. He's got great defense, pretty good physical, great shot, great puck skills, 5-star puck skills. So, again, this Cuff, watch out, buddy. That's all I'm going to say. Watch out, Cuff. But for now, I'm going to leave Cuff at the 3rd. But, yeah, tight leash on Cuff for sure. Because Contract year for him. He's RFA. We got Niemi still signed for another 3 more years. Part of me kind of wants to run Niemi. And you get +2. So, honestly, I think I may do that. Try and just get Niemi to become that guy for us. I really like his stats. Cuff stats are pretty good as well. Great skating. Like, he's fast as hell. 6'1". Very speedy. So, I don't know. I'm going to do this for now. Interesting. Defensively, just look at it. Like, this is the best the defense has ever looked, man. Hudson Booch, Casey Smith, all +5s. Unbelievable. Tulipov, Kilger, very solid. Very great defense. Again, I am kind of happy I ended up not making that trade there. It's just that defense. It's so stacked. It's stacked right now, man. Now we got... No, this is another question mark. I really want to get Kirby playing, but part of me also wants to see if Yzerman can score 50. So maybe I'll do that, and then it's, this. I had Tuzolino as the center, but maybe we go Doc, and then Tuzolino on the wing, right shot, maybe. Cuff, I don't know. We'll try that for the power plays, then here's your 4-mans here. As you can see, I'm not set in stone with this team. It's like, isn't that weird transition? If I kept on going, I would try and move. I would definitely be moving things around for sure, but this could be our last year here in Edmonton, so I want to just ride the overalls, ride the vets, keep on trying to get wins. We got Niemi here on the penalty kill, though, second pair. Tuzolino, Konechny, so this is kind of how it's all shaken up there. Extra lines, we got McDavid, Yzerman, Doc, Savoy, Tuzolino, Holloway. Again, all that fun stuff there. Goaltending, 2 minutes. So he's only 84, but he got a 1 jump. He's still a starting goalie, high starter. We're riding with him. He's our guy. I'm believing in him. But we got this Tapaloose guy again, 81. He got a bit of a jump, so good backup for us. Can't complain there. So, boys, there's your Year 9 lineup. All right, now, I think I'm going to try and compact this all into one video. I'm going to see. So either we're going to start the Year 9 sim now. All right, Year 9 sim going to be underway here. I'm going to put this all into one video. It's going to be the Lollapalooza, the Bonanza, the Year 9 entire off-season sim all in one video. Just as I was going to say, this team's going to be automatic. We start 1-3, slow start, Stanley Cup hangover. It's all fine. I'll see you boys at the end of November. Simmed up here to the end of November. Not as automatic. I was hoping we had a very slow start. Canucks, they have 31 points. Hopefully they can have that President's Trophy curse, right? We don't need that juju on our hands. Let's take a quick look at the stats. Any obvious things I should change? McDavid crushing it, 19 points. Is he on the first line? 19. I don't know if he's on the first line. Kirby Doc, what are you doing? 14 points, -3, 17-13. Okay. Booch. Holloway with 12. Casey Yzerman, 8 goals. Okay. Smith, Doan, -2. Tuzolino, 9 points, +4. Cuff, 8. Snugert, 7, -1. Jimmy, I think he's on the hot seat. I think Jimmy's one that's on the hot seat for sure for us. Miami, 2 points, -3. Okay. Again, just a slow start for us, right? Ooh, Tumanen, though. Okay. Tumanen, he's doing fine. 9-11. I was kind of thinking he might be getting shit on. It's our team. Quickly. Edlines. How did I have it? McDavid, Yzerman, Savoy. No. I like it. It's bound to come. Just give it time. 3. McDavid's point per game. Savoy, Yzerman, 25 goals. The first line's doing very well. Booch, Doc, 36 +3. Holloway, 28-4. Second line definitely isn't producing the way I'd want. Doan at 27. Cuff, Hudson, Snugert at 20. Konechny, Niemi. Rookie year, 11 points, +2. Okay. Goaltending wise, 9-13. Yeah, Tapalooza. He's doing his thing as well, man. Great backup stats. Okay. Nope. keep on simming. It's bound to come. I honestly don't know if we're going to make any trades here with this team. I guess, again, see how we're looking at the end of this month. That'll really be a big decision if we're making any trades here at the deadline or not. Let's see. Okay, got it all mapped out. We are going to go into the trade deadline. I'll see if something makes sense. I think the only one that I really am looking at, I honestly don't mind how this third line's playing, but, you know, the fourth line is not where I want it to be. Niemi's doing fine. Obviously, I want to keep on playing Niemi, but it's like maybe if we move down Snogard, that could be your fourth line. Then if we could find a stud third line right winger, that could be an idea. Yeah, so pretty much where we're at. I don't think we really need to do a trade, but if something does come up that makes sense, we have all the trading assets in the world to do it, right? Especially for the value that I'm kind of looking at. See if anything makes sense at that trade deadline. Otherwise, I'm going to roll with this team. We're going hot. We were really good this last month. Now we're at the first of the league, so I'm not liking that. We're at 83 points, but look at that. 81 the Avalanche. They're right there. So they had a quick little turnaround there. They've been down in the bottom there for a little stretch. Now they're getting back, so maybe they got the new McKinnon replacement. Who knows? Yeah. Sim up to the trade deadline. See if there's anything out there that interests us. If not, we're simming to the end of the year. This team is great. I don't want to mess with greatness. Let's go. I had to look at Caden Lindstrom. He's not possible. No move clause. Ooh, I was thinking there was a chance, but no move clause can't happen. Boys, we're in quite a pickle. There are so many options out here. So many good options. What about Mitch Marner? Thinking him on the second line with Doc and Holloway. Try and bring a bit more offense. He is 89 overall. Maybe you could even put him on the first line with McDavid. Run that Team Canada line. You know what I mean? Try and get that overtime magic. Yeah. There's just so many options. I don't know which one you want to do. Do you want to mess with the top six? Then you move Doan down. It's not like Doan's putting up crazy points. When you just go to forward core. Like I'm thinking like Doan would be a good player, a good option to put on that third line with Tuzolino and Cuff. Or maybe it's Niemi. But I think we're going to roll with Cuff. Just because he has the X factor. Might get that little bit extra better bump. Then you move Snugger down to the fourth line with Gucher and maybe it's Konechny, but I'm thinking it's going to be Niemi. And it's Niemi, Gucher, Snuggard. Then you have Holloway, Doc, Savoy, or Marner. Or it's just you don't mess with the top six and you do get that third line guy. There were a couple options. There's Joel Farabee. He was 87, 34, so a little bit lesser of an overall, but he had the better physical. He had the better defensive stats from like he would be good on that third line, I kind of imagining. He is a left wing, right wing. Either way, I think it would work. Or it was the King. No, the Kings had Farabee. Who was the other team? Tampa. Tampa had... well, they did have a guy. Oh, see, they traded him. I don't know who they had, but they had somebody there. I forget. I think we're going to try Vegas. I'm going to try and get Mitch Marner a Stanley Cup with the Oilers. Something you couldn't do with the Leafs. That organization is dog shit compared to us, right? I'll give up a first. I'm going to give up Rupert. We're going for it all. Mitchy Marner. Come get a Stanley Cup with the Edmonton Oilers. What do you say? We're doing it. We're going big. Possibly McDavid's last year. 2 cups, back to back. Let's do it. It's done, Edmonton. Mitch Marner, an Edmonton Oiler. Who would have pictured that? Not this guy. I think this is going to be a crazy offseason, though. There were a lot of guys with 1 year. Like, there's this Eklund kid. I'm like, dude, that could be your replacement for Doan. Who knows? I don't know. Caden Lindstrom. Like, that could be a guy. You can move off of Kirby Dach. Maybe Caden Lindstrom's in free agency. Maybe you could push for that guy. Power forward. There's a lot of options, right? So, anyways, we did our trade. Mitch Marner, an Edmonton Oiler. Woo-wee. All right, now let's edit up those lines. We're going to get Mitchie his first career cup. Let's do it. All right, edit up the lines here. We got Mitch Marner, right? I got him penciled in on the second line for now with Kirby Dach, Holloway, just because his first line, it was simming so well. I kind of want to keep it that way. Then we moved down Josh Stone to the third line with Tuzolino, Cuff. I tried seeing with Niemi got a bump, but there was no bump there. So just going to roll with this. Move down Jimmy Snugger to the fourth line. I got Marner there on the second power play. So Marner's getting power play time. Second line time. Gives us a nice boost. I just wasn't impressed with Doan's points right now. But yeah, who knows how fucking Marner's going to do with the points, right? I think we're just very well-rounded. But I think we needed that boost when it comes to playoff time. I just kind of want to give us the best chance possible. I'm giving out first-round picks like it's candy. I don't care. We aren't about first-round picks. We're about results. We're about Stanley Cups. Let's finish this year 9 sim, baby. Come on. All right. Let's take a quick look at the player and picks trade. See what all happened at this deadline. I forget who the one guy in Tampa was. There was somebody in Tampa that I wanted. Yeah, there's the big trade. Ted Rupert, first-round pick for Mitch Marner. Gabe Perreault goes to Buffalo. I was kind of looking at him with Anaheim. Yeah, Tage Thompson. That's who I was looking at. That was the guy in free agency. I was like, ooh, he looked pretty good. But he ended up going to Toronto. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Tage Thompson in Toronto. That's another guy I was looking at there for Edmonton on that third line. Okay, not too much movement. There were a lot of players available, but I think the free agency this coming year, it's going to be ridiculous. But finish up the sim, see who our first round matchup is. Let's go. All right, Oilers. Ever since that trade deadline when we traded for Marner, it was automatic. We pretty well won every game, it seemed like. First for goals for, first for goals against, first in the power play. Penalty kill even got a little better there. I think we were kind of struggling there for a bit, but ended up at 19, so got a little better there at the end. Very nice. Take a look at the stats, year end. Get a look at all that, then I'll see if we won the Presidents. I have a feeling we did, though. We were crushing it at the end. Marner, what'd you do when you got here out of curiosity? Yeah, point per game, +1. Pretty good there on the second line. Savoy, 78. Booch, 75. A little bit of a slower year there for Booch, but that's more than fine. Eisman, 37 goals. There's just so much depth and goal scoring in this lineup. I do think it kind of does hurt your sim, right? So that's fine. Kirby Dach at 60. Casey, 55. Another good year. Doan, 49. Yeah, I think he almost started doing better there when he got swapped over to the third line. Tuzolino, 27 goals. This guy, he's a monster. Just consistent 20-goal scorer, 40 to 50-point guy. It's kind of what Tuzolino's becoming. I think this is somebody you should really give the push to the second line next year. I do think you do that. Holloway, 46, bit of a slower year. Again, there's just so much talent. Lane Hudson, 38, tough. Snugger, 35, not bad. Cuff, 35. Niemi, 16, +1. Konechny, Tulipov. So there's your NHL stats, goaltending-wise. 918 for Tumanen, very good. 243, can't complain at that. Our backup was a stud. Tapaloose. AHL Goldobin, 904, pretty good. Did you get a jump at all? 77? I think he's the same. He's listed as a backup. Rushin, 56. Yeah, 36 goals. Great year out of Rushin. So again, that's probably somebody, maybe he should get a shot for next year. Maybe you trade him. If he's not that kind of 3C that you're looking for, could get some good trade value out of him at least. Nolan. Who are some other guys here? Who are some other guys that I was interested in? Hansen, 20 + 10, 76. I think he got a jump there. So yeah, pretty good. Pretty good stats for everybody there. Now, let's take a look at this. Did our team make the playoffs? No, we didn't even make the... Oh, I think they're still playing, though. So anyways, let's see. Presidents for us. President's Trophy curse. It's on us this year again. 116 points. All right. We'll see. We'll see when it comes playoff time, right? First round matchup, it's the Stars again. I swear it's always the Stars, right? So, Dallas Stars, we got them. We know what they're all about. We'll get a better look at their... Ooh, look at this. Thorson in that, though. I don't know if they have Onger anymore. Interesting. Very interesting. All right. Year 9. Off-season sim, all in one. Hopefully I haven't done any editing yet, but I think I should be able to get it all to fit in one video. Yeah, next video, Dallas Stars, it's playoffs. Is it McDavid's last playoff run? We were thinking last year it was. Is it this year? But listen, all we care about, we're going for that back-to-back. Then we'll be 2-time back-to-back Stanley Cup champions. 4 cups in 9 years. That doesn't sound too bad to me. Let's see if we can get it done, though. We'll see in the next video. Ow!